A big thing for me coming into my cancer journey has been the unknown. What do I expect? How do I plan? How do I take care of my family while I'm under treatment? What's it going to feel like for me? And no one's ever been able to give me an answer to that question because everybody's different and everybody's affected by chemotherapy in different ways. So I had to wait until it was my turn to experience it, and this is me the day after my first chemotherapy treatment. I'm not very good at saying the names of the drugs that I got. They call it the AC. I received 2 types of chemotherapy drugs yesterday. My appointment took about 5 hours at the doctor's office. It was long, but there's a lot of waiting and tests and conversations before we actually got started. And here I am. I'm still alive, kicking. So what was the experience like? I had a port installed. Here it is. Last week. And you can kind of see the lump, and that's the little port that they access. This line is still healing from the surgery. And there's some weird surgical glue still stuck on there, so they just took my steri strips off. But that's my port, so that's where I receive my chemotherapy. They use a special needle to access the port, and my doctor, he did that himself, and that was really the worst part of the whole experience for me. I didn't expect it, but he has to use a lot of force to push the needle through the membrane of the port, so I described it as feeling like he thought I was a vampire and he was stabbing a stake through my body. It was awful. But I'm not very good with medical procedures sometimes, so that's probably just me. And then they injected 3 drugs to help me with my side effects of chemo, and I will do better at remembering what they were. One was Benadryl. But they injected those pretty quick into my port, and I don't know, it did. I had a lot of side effects. It freaked me out a little bit. I felt really nauseous instantly. My whole body was tingling. My hands were fuzzy. My feet were fuzzy. My legs were fuzzy. I thought I was going to pass out. I got super hot and sweaty and pale, and it was embarrassing because I'm trying to be a very good cancer patient, not a wimpy one. But it passed, and once I got over that nausea and the weird body sensations, and they started the actual chemo drugs, it's actually really easy. It made me feel cold. It was chilling, and that was about it. So I sat there and watched the bag drip and talked with my husband and the doctors and the nurses. They were all very nice, and it wasn't a bad experience. Sat in a big comfy chair, and that was it. After I got home, we were finished right after 5, and then we got home, and about 7 o'clock I just crashed. I was so tired, and I slept really hard through the night. Woke about 5 because I was feeling really nauseous, but I would give it on a scale of 1 to 10, maybe a 3, so not super nauseous. I know it could be a lot more nauseous, but just uncomfortable. Plus I have that metallic taste in my mouth already. I had it right when during chemo, and thankfully my little sister Wendy gave me lemon drops because I sucked on those things the whole time. They were a lifesaver, so it was a really good thing to have, just comfort-wise. It's just a weird feeling, and it feels like it was dripping down the back of my throat. And yeah, so that's that. This morning, I woke up feeling nauseous. I haven't been able to go back to sleep. Too much on my mind, I guess. I'm tired, but obviously I'm sitting here doing something, so I'm not that tired. I'm not so floored. I don't really feel like eating anything. So my stomach just feels a little weird, but so far so good. They said the first one was going to be the easiest, so I'm thankful that it hasn't been horrible. I have an appointment to cut my hair on tomorrow, which I think is really going to make me feel sick. So I don't really feel so sick yet, I guess. It's all still surreal. my tumor I wanted to show too is right here. It's hard to tell from the camera, I think, but I can feel it. It's really hard. Before they did a biopsy, it was partially fluid-filled cyst, so it was a lot softer, but once they did that, it's hard. You can see that little mark right there is the little scar left over from my biopsy. That's it. Yeah, I think that's everything. The type of chemotherapy there is called neoadjuvant chemotherapy. They're giving it to me before surgery to help, an attempt to help shrink my tumor, and which would mean less surgery, and also so they can see how the chemotherapy drugs affect my specific tumor, to give them more information to help me get through this and prevent things from happening in the future. Alright, I wanted this video to be short. It's a little long. Sorry. Thank you for watching. See you soon.